Hi everyone, my name is Aaron Newman. I was the leader for this COM group service project, and today I will be introducing and explaining our local trash pickup. First off, I'm going to start by explaining our goal. Our goal for the service project was to use our small group communication skills and create a powerful message, as well as do some actual work in our local communities. To do this, we decided to pick up trash from our local parks and community spaces. To do this, we reached out to Waste Management, a local trash company, and we used their advice as well as our other researches to decide how, where, and when to pick up trash and what to say about it. Each group member was responsible for collecting at least one bag of trash from their local community. To break our project down, as an overview, the first step was the planning and preparation, where we decided what to actually do for our project and how it would benefit our community. Step 2 was the action and implementation. This is when we actually went out and did the work we said we were going to do, as well as took pictures and videos to show it. Step 3 was the reflection and integration. We actually took our results from the project and put them into a cohesive document, as well as PowerPoint and now video, so that we could later review our findings. And then step 4 was just the conclusion, just kind of taking everything that we found throughout the project and putting it in a concise and whole way to review our results.
Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the planning and the preparation that went into implementing this awesome service project that we have. So you probably already heard the what of the service project, that it was cleaning up trash in our communities. The reason that we chose this, our why behind choosing this, was because we really wanted to preserve our earth and the world that we live in for future generations. Because right now, trash can really affect climate change, air pollution, and ecosystems as a whole. And so we saw this problem and we really wanted to help and be a tiny bit of solution in this problem. The how of how we actually executed this plan was that each of us in our different spots in the world right now, we either chose a community, a town, or a certain spot or place to go and to take and to commit our time to and to clean up the trash in that area. And so we were able to prevent more trash from being in that area. We were able to clean it up and prevent the toxins and the harmful chemicals that go into the earth. And so that was really a cool experience. This enhanced our learning and improved how we understood small groups. And so it was amazing that we were able to, throughout this year, learn about the principles and concepts of small groups and that we're able to implement all that through this project. We're able to do all the things that we learned and actually apply them in this project, which is super cool. And I feel like this improved each and every one of ours idea of a small group and how we execute a plan. And finally, I want to talk about how this project really related to the course and all the things that we've learned so far. And so there's three major things I feel like that this project gave us and concepts that we're able to truly apply in this project, which we did so many, but three really stuck out to me. And the first one was in chapter 7. It's called Creative and Critical Thinking in the Small Group. So before we could even plan or prepare for this project, we had to have an idea, right? And so we were all in the group chat adding ideas, and we are really critically thinking and being creative about what we wanted to choose. And so that was a really cool process of throwing ideas in and like everyone having their opinion. And we ended up choosing to pick up trash for our communities. So that was cool that it was a big group effort. The second thing that was from the book that related to our small group project was it said group problem solving procedures. So as any small group, we ran into some bumps, but we were able to, as a group, like come together and overcome those. And it was cool because we were able to compromise and collaborate and pick a time and place and the things that we needed to choose in order to make this project happen. And finally, in chapter 10, it's called Applying Leadership Principles. And it was really cool because I feel like along the course of this project, we had different leaders step up. I think everyone at one point or another was a leader in this group making this project happen. Our leader, especially Aaron, really made this project come together. He set a lot of this up in order for it to be executed properly. And so we are able to all be leaders and follow our leader and look towards our leaders and to get this project done. So that's a little bit about the planning and preparation for this project. And you'll hear more about the execution of this project in a second.
Hi everyone, my name is Morgan Underhill and I'm from California and I'm studying communications here at ASU. I'm going to be talking about 3 slides, and so the first one being is our organizational partners, which was Waste Management Organization. They had a lot of helpful things. Since they were such a big organization, we couldn't really do stuff with them super directly, but the one thing that they basically told us would be super helpful for them is to look on their online resources and to try to find something that would help us out. And so one of those was their service locations. And so if you go on the quick info link that they have on their website, it allows you to see all the service locations that they have, and that helped us out a lot when we all went and picked up trash at our local areas. We used those service locations, and overall it was just super helpful. Waste management was super nice, and they were a great organization to work with. For our next slide, we're explaining the roles of teamwork and the group goals. So each of us having our own role really helped us set a foundation, and it helped us lead a path where we weren't overlapping, and we all stayed in our own lane. Aaron was our leader, and he was super helpful out with planning everything, but we also had a harmonizer, a planner, a reviser, a content creator, and then I was also the head of community relations. And this was just super helpful, made it super organized, and we all stuck to our role overall. And then our overall goal as a group was to help clean and preserve our local communities through picking up trash in local areas. And this helped us advocate to protect and conserve our planet in order for future generations to be successful and enjoy the world as much as we have it now. Overall, the community, it was really nice to see all the communities and how their residents just got to see us cleaning their local area. And then the next slide is our timeline. We pretty much made a timeline in the beginning, and we all pretty much stuck to it. This helped us out really organized. It helped us out be really organized, my bad. So on October 12th, we finalized and reviewed our group goals and roles and expectations for the group moving forward. On October 17th, we planned out group presentations and the format and who we wanted assigned to what, and that just helped us be really organized again. On October 18th, we reached out to the Waste Management Organization and planned out how we were going to use them through our project. And on October 20th, everyone got to go pick up trash in the local area that we chose. This might have ended up going on to the 21st as well, just to get the maximum hours as we possibly could. And on October 22nd, we sent in the evidence to our group chat of hours and trash bags completed. This allowed us to discuss how each of our days went and what we did and how picking up trash went, what we could have done better. It just allowed us to really discuss overall the project personally and how it went for all of us personally. And then on October 25th, we completed the rough draft of the final presentation, and on November 3rd, we completed the final draft of the final presentation. Overall, this was really organized, and having each individual day labeled of what to do really just let us plan everything out. So yeah, our project was super organized. We met with a great organization group, and they helped us use our service locations, and overall our roles and teamwork together made this a super easy project. So thank you.
How's it going? My name is Dylan, and my role here for this project, this service project, I was the content creator. So one of my main roles as the content creator was to make sure that all of my teammates got to documenting the service that we were doing. You know, we were doing some really great service out there, picking up trash. I know many of us don't live in Tempe because this is an I course. Some of our group mates aren't around the Arizona area, but they really did a great job documenting where they were at and just, getting individual pictures. So without further ado, here's my portion of the slides, action and implementation. So as you can see, breaking down the process, we were able to group think, come to mutual decisions, implement a plan, assign each member a part, and then we were able to put our presentation together really effortlessly. And like I said, it was tough, all of us being pretty far apart, but in the end, we all put our boots on and we went and we did the dirty work and we got it done. So each person's individual roles were really perfect for everybody, honestly. Aaron was like our lead, honestly, and he helped us make sure that we were on track. He took an absence of leave too, so it was really up to the rest of the group to kind of get everything together because he was out of the country, I believe. But we really did an effortless job. Everybody getting their roles. We were able to group think to come up with what we wanted to do. We were brainstorming, you know what I mean, what project we wanted to do to be able to help the community with all of us not being so close together. So our plan as a group, we wanted to find an eco-friendly organization because we care about the future of our planet. There's no other way to put it. Climate change has been a big topic of discussion as of lately, and you know what I mean. We just wanted to go out there and get our local communities, even though all of us aren't in the same local community. We were able to get it done, and we were able to do our thing, and I'm very proud of us. So our goals were to find an eco-friendly organization, and we wanted to pick up trash in the surrounding areas. So you might be wondering, where do we clean up? So you can see right here, we have the hours and the timestamps of exactly who cleaned up and when. And just overall, we did a great job, and it was very, I don't want to say effortless, but working as a group, it was almost effortless because we were just all on the same page and we all connected very well. And I really think it has something to do with the fact that we all were learning the same stuff from the Sam McGraw-Hill book about different ways to communicate and different ways to go about stuff in a group exchange. And I'm very proud that I was able to get some experience in this.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kristen David. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the hours each of us contributed and also how we divided up our work. So each member, as you can see, contributed quite some time spread throughout different days so we could pick up as much litter and trash from our local areas as we could. As you can see, Aaron and Giovanni spent about 4.5 hours picking up trash. Micah and Morgan spent like 4 hours, and then Dylan and I spent about 3.5. All right, so the synergy and cohesion of our group. So when we were trying to decide which organization felt that would best suit this project, that we had an organization that we wanted to go with, waste management just felt right, especially when it was coming to like picking up trash and stuff. Because I mean, you know, they take care of that stuff. So waste management guided us throughout this whole project, and they were very helpful with informing us all the different ways we were helping the environment. And then as for deciding on what part of the project each member would be responsible for, we kind of related back to our chapter 6 reading about diversity in a small group and seeing how much each person's strengths could be used to our advantage in this project. So like, for example, if someone was better at creating the format of the presentation and kind of revising everything to make sure it looked good and perfect, then they would take that role on. Kind of just things like that we had each member dealing with. So also when we were faced with a problem or issue, we were able to be more helpful and understanding after learning about the small group conflicts and different ways that we could resolve the issues. And then here's our reflection. So here's our participation roles that we wrote down in our shared Google Doc for all of us to keep track of each other's progress. So we wrote down dates, times, the different locations, like with the person. Here are some of the couple pictures some of our members added in to kind of just show where they cleaned up. I think it's really helpful. It gives a good visual.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Giovanni, and I'm going to explain to you some of the impacts that the service-based project we decided on has had on the community as well as our group as a whole. Cleaning up trash around the city is something I really enjoyed. The planet has been facing many environmental issues due to the pollution, including that of the trash that we actually tend to leave behind. Trash has unfortunately affected not only our lives, but also the lives of animals in surrounding areas, being why my group and I have came to the conclusion when deciding on project ideas that cleaning up cities would be a great choice. Despite having different ideas when brainstorming what community service we should perform, we were able to unite. Similar values towards the environment made communication very effective. We were able to gather all our ideas and decide on one that we could all agree on, demonstrating effective group problem solving amongst all members. Not only did our service-based project allow for members to improve group interactions, but cleaning the parks provided other knowledge that was very beneficial as well. For example, the project has taught me that it is not very difficult to make a difference. In a short amount of time, I was actually able to gather almost 5 garbage bags not filled, but I was almost able to fill the 5. With trash, without much of a hassle actually. The community we live were able to be improved, and parks were more safe for kids as well. The project also exemplified the inequalities faced based on where people live. The cleanliness of parks drastically changed depending on the socio-economical factor, leaving individuals of lower incomes with parks that are less cared for and filled with more trash. After gathering and separating all the trash and recyclables from each other, I found that majority of the trash seen on the streets can actually be reused and recycled. Majority of the trash seen is either paper, cardboard, or plastic such as bottles. However, sometimes we do tend to deal with a lot of plastic bags, which has ultimately led me to create a solution. I feel emphasizing on recycling could help drastically improve our communities and future. We could help incorporating more recycling bins in parks, which can help not only decrease the amount of trash that is otherwise put on the floor that can be reused, but putting more recycling bins can help influence more people to recycle rather than just throw things away or put it on the floor. Being why I feel parks would be a great choice, as for young children tend to be there and they could grow up with the habit of recycling rather than being used to just throwing stuff wherever they can to get rid of it.
All right, and just to conclude, I just want to say that all in all, I'm very proud and happy with how this project turned out. I think that our group gained a lot of experience, not only in communication, but also just in helping local communities. I'm happy to say that we were able to pick up a large amount of trash, and I hope that we can create an impact that can be seen by other people and other groups and encourage people to go out and help pick up trash in their local community. The communication skills that we learned are also very valuable, and we use them in this project, and I can expect that we will all use them very much more in our lives to come.